Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragon's back, and welcome all of you to another part of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So this is the party that I decided we're gonna jump in here with. We have Shulk, we have Melia, we have Ricky, the great hero pawn. And we're gonna play as Melia, even though we need an ability to suppress a certain mind-reading ability from a Telethia. We're good with Melia. I also just want you to know I changed up the equipment for everyone. Just quickly gonna go through because it doesn't mean a lot in the long run for you here. Then skill tree, because I did a lot. I did grinding up level wise, because as you can see, level 36 with every character, surprisingly. We got a few skills. For Melia we got increases HP absorbing art by water. I don't think anything else was gotten for her. For Ricky we got the award the same XP regardless of participation in battle. And that's I think it. Shulk I'm currently working down all the way here to increase the chance of chain links, because again I didn't want to have that yet. I think however once I have the increased chance of chain links, that's the thing that I'm gonna work towards with Shulk then, so that I get down here to increase his chain attack damage. And maybe somewhere in between go over to that. So Dunban just increases the chance of double attacks, which is something that I really would love to give to everyone, because it's just good to have double attacks. And for you I'm working down to greatly increases agility with no armor equipped, and then we're gonna start off with the naked down strategy, which doesn't really do anything because he will still be clothed. But the enemies won't know that. For Shala, I think we got the extends range of long distance arts, and I think something else, I don't know what. Currently working to increased agility, because I love agility. For you, Ryan, AP awarded in battle was increased, which is something I should definitely give to everyone. And increases arc return from my ton, we already have that, but restore HP to encouraged ally, which is something I wanna have. I also linked a few things together, just in case you want to know. There is not a lot yet for everyone. So yeah, just in general, that's how we are looking so far. Gonna need to take more care of that. We got a few arts, and also bought I think every art book that I could buy at the moment, just so that they have higher levels with their arts. So for Melia we got Healing Gift. Not really something I would like to have, but still. We got that. Then for Ricky we got Bedtime. Also something I don't want, because it's just another putting to sleep the enemy ability. Again, I don't need that for boss fights where only one boss is inside. Shulk didn't get anything, because I think Battle Soul was something we already had last time. So yeah, everything that Shulk gets from this point on are Monado arts, as you can guess. And I will never do anything so drastic as to get a Monado art off screen. So everything that Shulk will learn from this point on is just Monado arts. He doesn't get any more arts than those, because he has the second part with the Monado arts. For Dunban, I think Tempest Cake was the thing you got, or did you already have that? I'm not sure, but that's the only new thing here. For Shala, we got the Aura Bullets, which extend the duration of auras. And that's it, sadly. Or was it? I think that's it. And for Ryan, we got something that you can see up there already. We got Magnum Charge, which increases the damage for the next art that we use. And I thought to myself, yes, let's give that to Ryan instead of Aura Burst, because Aura Burst, where it is an aura attack, an ether attack, it's still not strong despite all the levels that we pumped into it. And yeah, I mean it accumulates aggro, but for Ryan he just gets aggro regardless of everything, so I don't thought it to be necessary. And again, if I wanna have an AoE attack, there is another one coming up sooner or later that I'd rather have than Aura Burst. So that's what we have here for you. Everyone is leveled up as far as I want them to be. For Melia we couldn't buy any of the books yet. We can actually upgrade a few things here. So let's go and just hero time maybe? Yeah, whatever we increase it even more now. And yeah, that's it, I guess. For you, Shulk. Let's see. Purge would be really good to have for you. Let's go for shield, just increase that to full max, just in case we get surprised by any stupid attacks. Dunban. Your worldly slash could be a little bit tougher. Let's go to Electric Gutbuster, just a tad bit though. Yeah, let's go for Electric Gutbuster, make you a little bit stronger. Shala. Everything that I'm really using from you is already boosted up as far as I can at the moment. And for Ryan, the things that I want to use more, I don't have the books for, so what's even the point here? So yeah, that's what I did. And as you can see, I did a lot of it. Now let's move on. Wasted a sorry, got something in my throat. Wasted a lot of time with that just in the beginning here already. Trust me, it will be worth it. That you know what I've done and where I put everything in. So let's just move on ahead. And I just realized, I think if anything, can I? Yeah, I can remove you. Let's have you here. And all of my ether arts here. We're not gonna put anything to sleep, and then I have those things right here. I make space in here already because I know that we wanna get something for Amelia. Hi there, Dinosaurus! Huge freaking thing. Just... Bye! And I wanna be prepared for that. I don't wanna have anything that I really actually wanted to have be taken away from that. And since I'm not gonna Shadow Stitch whatever's coming up there, it's clear. I'm also not gonna put it to sleep, so two different things that are completely pointless. Yeah, whatever. Shadow Stitch lasts more so than putting something to sleep in the long run. Anyway.
What is this? Ricky never see before. This not Ricky's Machna. Ricky never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage. What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence, or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Stick together, everyone!
Dino Beast, it as Ricky imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia!
Be still!
Oh yeah! She's nifty with that stop!
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist. But I never thought she would be one. Shulk, right, Shala. Protect Melia at all costs. On it.
Right.
Are you ready to tango? I'm happy with my party. New art learned, the Mind Blast, which essentially does the same thing as Shulk's Purge. So it's a really good thing to have for us here. I just need to make sure that I get... Okay, I actually have a strategy on how I want to work with things here. But I need to be a little bit more focused for the moment, because I'm gonna use only my abilities once I know that I have another one up and ready. So there you go. Let's make you unable to read our mind anymore, which is really helpful. There you go. Also gonna lower all of your stats there a little bit, just because it's not a bad idea. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, good. You already helped each other. Let's go for a little bit of thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening me. Okay. There you go. Gonna give that to you, because you seem to need a little bit of health. Ooh. Okay, I have a few things going for me. Gonna do that. Boost the attack a little bit. Not good. Oh, whatever.
What the?
Dino Beast brought back thing!
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
It is all right, Shulk. Destroying the Telethia is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you, hit the Telethia with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready?
Telethia can read our thoughts.
Yes, it can. And let's do that whole spiel and tango again. Let's boost everything up here for the moment until we need it, and just attack you normally. As you see, by the way, the Telethia is level 36, that is why I trained myself up to level 36 as well, which was, by the way, one level higher than I actually wanted to be. So let's go. I need to make sure that I get my arts up so that I can take care of your... There we go. Don't worry, I'm not letting anyone get to me at all. There you go, be encouraged. I know that we cannot deal any damage right now, that's why I'm not too worried about going into the chain attack just now. Okay, sure, seriously. I'm gonna do that just so that I can use that ability. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Anywho, increase those things really quickly. Dash you. And then use the chain attack, because I definitely need that. So I'm gonna spear break here, then bitey, because that way you get some damage, and lower your physical defense. That's good for Shulk. Then I'm gonna blast in with some healing, which is only good for me. But let's go in here and do that for Shulk. So I need you to go to sleep there just for a tad. There you go, do that again. Okay, a bit more damage in there than I wanted you to get in there. But I'm not too worried if I have all of the regenerative power going for everyone from the very get-go. The problem is I want them to have the abilities with backslash and whatnot. But as far as things are going, I cannot really have them do that right now. Because it would be a bad thing to be a little bit further away from them. I need them to be... Okay, sorry Ricky that I'm right in front of your face. I'm gonna deal with that, I guess. Come on. Yeah, sure, chain attack. We also had a music change, by the way, because apparently we took a little bit too long for the game, huh? Snobby. There you go. Good job, Ricky, with being behind him again for that. Let's just go for more damage.
Bite on this! Now, Melia! Finish him!
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tefra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mechon into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hogard, Garin, Damil Aizel, are you there? I did it. It's dead, did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dino Beast! Hereupon Ricky ready for round 2. Hey, fight over already? No, Ricky not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little Hereupon.
Ricky brave! Rhine also a little brave. Ricky happy?
Hereupon Ricky, be proud! Hereupon Ricky, tough guy!
Hereupon Ricky, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Oh, let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Ricky beat Dino Beast. Does Ricky still have debt?
No, Ricky. Your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pawns ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit. No pawn, no frontier village. A new prophecy has been told. Our Hereupon, slayer of Dino Beast, will further his legend by accompanying the Hom-Hom on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bayonis.
Ricky never hear this?
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying! Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago! Oh, Ricky mad!
Ricky, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong. Do not worry, Ricky. Your little ponds will be taken care of.
Dadapon's stomach rumble. Dadapon need food. Dadapon need food now.
Dada? Ricky, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Ricky, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children. Ricky, how old are you?
Ricky have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Ricky! Oka borrow monies for Little Pond's food. Chief Danga know best. Ricky must work for Little Ponds to have good life.
Ricky will. Okay, Oka. Ricky, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, Furball.
Now you can return with your head held high, my dear.
Indeed. Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
Not at all. Peace has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf of all Nopon, thank you.
Chief Dunga is very fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world. Not fair if you ask me.
Chief Dunga, will you kindly grant these Homs passage to Erith Sea? It is my promise to them.
Without question. These hom-hom fought valiantly in aid of our village. And a request by you, my dear, cannot go unanswered. I shall inform the villagers at once.
You are too kind. The chief has spoken. You should depart for Erith Sea at once. Prepare your things and see me when you are ready.
Well, and with that Melia's gone from the party again. Shame! So, my party right now is Ricky, Shulk and Dunban. And we got a skill up. For whom? Oh, that's good. What can you get? Agility up. Yeah, better than nothing I wanna say. What can you get from Ricky, the great hero pawn? That's, yes. 100%. I would love to give that to everyone, but everyone needs to be a little bit higher on support there. On affinity, not support. Well, whatever. And I think, in regards of everything, I like your Shulk, but you're gonna get booted out of the party for the moment. We're gonna have Shala in the party, because now I have two... Well, I have Dunbrand that draws aggro and deals a lot of damage, and I have my tank that is Ricky. Probably not a bad idea to have Shala in the party in that case. So, let's just move on up and go to the very tippy top of this place, where we already have been at one point. And I bought everything from you, or was I like? No, wait, I'm not gonna buy anything from you. I didn't buy Aura Bullet, maybe because I didn't have it back then. Also Heat Haze, Magnum Charge. Okay, maybe just because I didn't have the arts when I bought the books that I couldn't get those. But, ta-da! Perfect. That we can upgrade. That way we can upgrade the skill tree. No, the Magnum Charge for Ryan, which is, totally honest, not a bad thing to do. So let's see. That's a good chunk more. And also lowering the cooldown. We're still above a minute of waiting there, which for some battles might not be enough to have to use the second time, but for boss fights at least it's super helpful in that case. Getting two really strong attacks off with Ryan in that case? Yes. Are you okay? Tap, 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 tap. Well, okay. Really wobbly. Those are not fun. Hey, yeah, I'm just gonna talk to you apparently. I wanna talk to you. Hey there, buddy. Just talking to you, getting a little bit of affinity up. Which is... oh yeah, the yellow pollen orbs. I know where they are. So that is an easy one to do. I need to go up here. But yeah, this will be a lot of work for me to go around and try and up the affinity with every character in this game. Oh! Ricky's son. Hey, Telethia! Hey, friends! Bring home any food? I have no. Ricky's daughter. Little Miss Tummy rumble. Play games to take Little Miss mind off. But Little Miss Tummy still rumble. Oh, Telethia with Hum friends. Hello, Hum friends. Hey, Oka.
Hello.
Ricky better make enough money. If our standard of living go down anymore, Oka wants separation. Got it? Also, I guess the screen just jumped there once. I don't know at what point, but I hope you still got to see it. If not, I will splice it in myself, because that's just what I do. But yeah, there was just 3 of Ricky's children. In the cutscene you can see a lot more than just the 3. Looks more like he has 4 or so. Maybe 5? How many children do you think Ricky has? I don't know. Anywho, hey there, buddy. I'm just gonna take your quest here really quickly, because I didn't take any quests in Frontier Village. I just talked to you because you have a name. Just for the affinity chart. Who's the yellow spot? There's a yellow spot walking around. Oh, it's Chief Tanga. Hey there. Word of Ricky's valiant fight has already reached us. It was a truly epic battle that has made all in the village proud. Yeah, I know that it has reached you. We talked about it just a second ago. Anywho.
Melia, what will you do now?
I would like to repay you for your help. Permit me to act as your guide to Aerith Sea.
Of course. We'd love you to.
But I must warn you. Aerith Sea is vast. Do you know where you wish to go?
There's a dark tower at the head of the Bionis. I saw it in a vision. That's where I must go.
A dark tower?
Then we need not search at all.
So you've heard of it?
Heard of it? I have seen it. A dark tower at the head of the Bionis. Only one place fits that description.
So you know it?
I believe what you saw was Prison Island.
Prison Island. Dixon said the same thing.
Indeed. Melia, have you ever been there?
I have not set foot upon the island, but I know of it. Prison Island is sealed. No one may enter without Imperial sanction.
Imperial sanction, eh? That means we'll be needing someone to grant us entry. I've heard that Aerith Sea is home to an empire ruled by the High Entier. They might be our best chance.
You are knowledgeable for a Homs.
Sanctions? Empires? Anyone help here?
A sanction is permission from someone important. An empire must be a place ruled by an emperor. In other words, we need an emperor's permission to enter the island.
This emperor, is he important?
Long before we Homs built the colonies, a group of so-called royal types, or imperials, ruled our lands. Think of them like the heads of our colony, but with much greater influence and power.
Now I get it. Dunban knows more than a textbook.
Are you kidding? That's first year Homs history, Rhine.
I might have slept through that class. So when do we get to meet these High Entier folks?
You are so... Oh, forget it.
First, we must travel to the Imperial capital.
We'll see how easy it is to see this emperor.
My promise was to be your guide. I will not break it.
Melia, isn't that the...
The shortcut to Aerith Sea? Yes.
I really like how you can see Ricky and Oka talk in the background during this whole situation. Which makes sense, he's saying goodbye to his wife for the time being. Yeah, wifey pawn. I was questioning for a moment if it's actually a wife or something else in the open language, but no, they call them wifey pawns, which might still be in the same vein as a wife and husband. I don't know. I never thought about that as much as I do right now, which might be weird. And there will be another cutscene, so I have even more time to think about that in a moment. Contemplation Terrace. Hey there, I want to go up, please.
Yay!
Me can send you to every scene in a flash of light. Are you ready to go? I mean, legitimately, it's not like we can't go back, so... Yes!
What is it?
Friends, jumping ball. All go to Aerith.
Jump? In that? You're nuts, Furball.
You have nothing to fear. This will take us to Aerith Sea,